my name is Marilee Grace. I'm here to tell you why I write my story from survivor to thriver. In the next 10 minutes, I will be sharing with you the moment when writing became my lifeline, how it turned into these videos and our writing circles. And at the end, I'm going to give you a 2-minute self-practice that you can start using today that will help when life gets loud. So let's begin. Many of you may have had this little diary that you wrote in when you were little. Very superficial, but boy, it was important, and this little lock was going to keep it safe. All of our thoughts and things going on in our brain, safe by this little lock and the little key. I graduated to this journal, but I journaled, and I was afraid. What if somebody saw what I wrote? What if they peeked into my journal? And so I was guarded with what I wrote. It wasn't till years later. I was going through a divorce, 29 years of marriage. I left and I went to visit a friend. And every morning she got up really early, and I would hear her walk down the steps, and then she'd walk back up the steps, and an hour later she would appear. So I asked her, what is it that you do? You come down, you get coffee, and then you go back upstairs, and what are you doing? And she told me she was journaling and meditating. And I was like, oh, I know what that is. But I didn't really know what that was. I asked more questions. And I said, what benefit is it? And she said, it helps with all of the confusion, the chaos that's in my brain. It helps to settle me. It helps just to start my day off on a good note. And I thought, oh, yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice. But I didn't know how to start. And I told her, my last experience with journaling was not, I was afraid. I was fearful that what people would think, and if they saw it. She said, the journal isn't for other people, it's for you, and if nobody ever reads it, that's fine, and nobody should read it, and it's your innermost thoughts, and it's what you're dealing with, and sometimes it helps just to get the chaos out. And I said, I don't even know where to begin. And she said, write what you're grateful for, a gratitude journal. Again, what is that? How do I start that? And she said, write down the 3 things I'm grateful for today. And write down the 3 things that you're grateful for. And that seemed foreign to me. Grateful, I'm going through a divorce. My life is chaos. I'm not sleeping. I am constantly on the little hamster wheel in my head, nonstop, fight, flight. How do I do that? What is there to be grateful for? And she said, there's always something to be grateful for. And so she kind of coached me as to how to look at things and be grateful for maybe the moment spent outside on a walk with my dog, or listening to that favorite song while I'm making supper, or any number of things, the people in my life who care about me, the people in my life who I care about. And so I began, and probably for about the first week, my journal entries read, I am grateful for my parents. I am grateful for my sons. I am grateful for my pets. I am grateful for my friends. And that was it. That's all I could write. Then, as I got a little bit more comfortable, I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for the fact that they will come and visit me and spend time with me. I'm grateful for my children because they light up my life. I'm grateful for my pets because they get me outside twice a day to go for a walk and I can enjoy nature. I'm grateful for my friends because they don't judge me when I get caught on that hamster wheel in my head, going over and over and over on repeat. What is going on? Why do I feel this way? Did I make the right choice? All of those things. After I was able to write what I was grateful for, I started expanding and letting my mind really wander. And now, journaling is something that I do probably 4 to 6 days a week. Sometimes I hit 7. And it's something that is such an important part of my life. I also discovered writing circles when I was going through some events in my life, and I decided to join this circle. And each week, for 6 weeks, I met online with the same group of people, and we wrote based off of the facilitator's prompts. And that was life-changing. That got deep into the heart of things I hadn't thought about, hadn't told anybody about for years or for forever, coming out on this paper, sharing if I chose to, no judgment, just presence. So that is why I have writing circles. They are so important. They're therapeutic without being therapy. And there's something about being with people in community, sharing from the depths of your heart, some of the painful experiences, some of the joyful experiences, with no judgment, no bias, just presence. So that's why I write. It's been going on now consistently for 4 years. And I think that single-handedly, journaling has been one of my most stable practices, my most consistent one of my most consistent practices, and it has also helped me to look really closely at things and to be very purposeful in the way I react, the way I interact, and very much one of the reasons why I have healed so quickly during and after my divorce. So what can you do? What is the 2-minute thing that you can do today to help you? Write a gratitude statement. You don't have to write it in a pretty journal. It can be just in a regular notebook. It can be on a piece of paper that you put in a binder. It can be on a note card. Where it's written doesn't matter. The fact that it's written is what matters. And start it this way simply. 3 things that I am grateful for today. I am grateful for the beautiful fall weather. I'm able to go outside. I'm able to breathe fresh air. I see the beautiful flowers or the beautiful leaves changing. I'm grateful for music. I'm grateful for music that I can listen to whenever I want on my phone. I'm grateful that I can listen to it when I wash dishes, when I fold clothes, when I'm driving in my car, when I'm doing nothing but just being in my presence when I'm journaling. I am grateful for the people in my life. I'm grateful for my friends, my family, my children, my dog. They all bring me joy, and they help me not take life quite so seriously. 2 minutes. I think that when you write the things that you're grateful for, it will help to open up your eyes to everything that matters around you. Have a great rest of your day. Until next time, I'm Marilee Grace, Right Swipe Girl,